So many people right now work so many hours, and because of that, often the only time they get to enjoy the backyard is when it's evening. And there's a couple things. When it comes to the evening garden, you really, number one, want to focus on color. And if you look at the predominant color that we have here right now, what is it?
It's white, because white's probably going to show up.
White reflects the light.
White reflects the light.
White reflects the light, so it gives you that little bit of illumination during the evening. It's beautiful as well, because when you're picking those flowers that are white, another thing that's really important is making sure that you pick flowers that are not daylight sensitive.
Oh, okay.
Flowers that are daylight sensitive are those that close at night.
Right.
Which that would really
Forget that.
suck.
You're not going to enjoy that.
So you want to get those varieties that you really enjoy. So the hydrangeas that you have beside you, even this one over here, what I really love about this right here, and that right there is what's called star jasmine. What I love about star jasmine is not only is it white, it has that glossy green leaf, but as well, fragrant. So think about that, fragrance. So you're sitting in that backyard space, outdoors, so beautiful fragrance. Next thing is too, is just trying to light that space. So you can see just at the top here too.
I love that.
And you look at the foliage that we decided upon, that there is an English ivy with a little bit of a lighter chartreuse green foliage. And with that reflecting the light, just some battery operated lights, just to create that beautiful little, almost like a chandelier outdoors, but it's really just a hanging basket.
So many of us think lights when it comes to the Christmas season. Why not do it all year round? It looks so beautiful.
It warms the space. Right beside you too, it's a little bit whimsical. You can block the sensor. That's a solar panel.
Look at that.
Look at that. Just kind of lights it up.
That's
Have a little bit of fun.
It's like a disco light in the garden.
I know what your parties are like, so that's why I incorporated that into this set.
This would fit in just fine.
It fit in just fine. But it's a whole thing about making it fun. Beside you too, to your right behind you, there is a heater. Making sure that on some of those cooler evenings when we get later in the summer season, that we have something that's going to give us warmth. Of course, candles always make that area so beautiful. These are all battery operated candles from Sheridan Nurseries, and with that, you know, those guys, they're no problem whatsoever in terms of worrying about them.
Isn't it nice though that we can have these instead? I mean, this seemed like the most simple innovation, but it has been so good because the kids can just run in there, grab the candles, put them on, put them off their battery.
Well, kids will do that for, like when my son was a baby, that's all he did with that candle. Turn on,
That's
turn
right.
off, turn on,
it's
turn
a
off.
toy
Turn
for
on,
them.
turn off, turn on, turn off. Now, the next thing that we have to talk about is when it comes to the evening, are bugs.
Right.
Yeah. So this here is citrosa, which is also known as the mosquito geranium. This guy here has the fragrance of citrus. So a nice fragrance at night as well.
Yeah.
It can deter some insects from coming. The best thing that you can do is to take some of that and wipe it on your skin. Take a leaf, wipe it on your skin.
Okay.
And that way you're not going to be using any DEET. The other thing that you can do too is to add a little bit of fire, is you can get a citronella candle. This one here is just one that you're going to put the citronella oil in there, light that, and at the same token what you're going to do is be able to kind of deter things like mosquitoes away.
Yeah, do you go sort of the extra mile when it comes to the bug situation? Some people are really bothered by it and have got the repellent on all over the place, or do you usually stick with more natural ways to keep them away? Or a bit of both? It's always
about enjoying the space, right?
Yeah.
So if people are coming there and you're like, before you come outdoors, let me spray you down, they're not going to have a good time.
I agree.
So if there's ways that you can incorporate into your decor, ways that you can repel and try to create a space, and remember a fan. At night, just that little bit of air movement will keep away mosquitoes.
Oh,
so
see,
just
I never
having
think
a
of that.
little bit of air movement, so having a fan, and sometimes if you're sitting underneath a covered porch, a fan on top really creates, you know, it could be hot on a hot summer day as well. So those are some things that you can really do. So the keys to remember is, number one, focus on white as a color, or make sure pastels. Don't use bright colors for the evening garden. They won't show up. Number two, think about lighting that space up. Then think about comfort. How can you make it more comfortable? Well, making sure that people are going to be warm, making sure that they're not going to have mosquitoes biting them, and then making sure you light the space so they don't trip over after they drink too much wine.